So I've had a week at home, more than I really needed, but rather than spending $1,000 on lodging in Southern California when I have a home in Northern California, I caught a ride home and I haven't had a ride back. So I've had to wait a little longer than probably needed to. My blisters have calloused over and I think I'm good to go. I've repacked my pack pretty much every day, trying to find ways to lighten the load, and switched over to my Palante thinking, dang it, I'm gonna go ultralight, and just could not get it below the 20 pounds, which is their max comfort. It was just leaning off of my back. So I moved everything back into my ULA, which really comfortably holds stuff. I just want to go lighter. So this morning I watched some YouTube videos and got inspired and flipped everything back to my Palante pack, gave up some more stuff, and I actually got down to a base weight of 10.8 and a loaded weight of 17.8. So I don't know, it still leans off of my back a little bit more than I'm comfortable with. I've got another day to make up my mind. Sunday I'll head back to Idlewild. So I'm really ready to get back on the trail, but I sure have loved this time home with my husband. I gotta tell you, I've really appreciated our time together. So that's always hard to leave. But anyway, I'm grateful for long enough of a break to let my blisters heal and learn a little bit more about how to prevent them. And hopefully that will work. Maybe in a little bit I'll show you what I've done with my pack so you can see my changes. And it's going to be roughing it a little bit, but I want to see how that goes. Since I live in California, I can always change again. Bye, babies. Aww, miss you too. Mwah. Mwah. All right, I'm gonna try to pack my backpack. This is my Palante. I have a foam pad that will be my only sleep pad for this stretch. I know that's repping it, but we'll see how it goes. It's not even full size, maybe half size. Then I have the Palante liner inside for waterproof protection. And then I just take my down quilt and I stuff it in. It's 0 degree, 950 fill, so very warm. In fact, slept in a motel last night because my trail family needs a couple of days to rest, and I slept in my sleeping quilt. I did not even bother to use the sheets on the bed. It's that comfy. Okay, I have 2 pair of Injinji socks. Not making the mistake of getting rid of them again. But Ken, who is a retired paramedic and firefighter, has looked at my blisters and does not feel like they have calloused over or gone away yet. So I don't know what to expect on the trail. We'll see. I'm going to do everything I can to minimize the problem. Okay, so I want to put anything in here that I want to keep dry, which means right now I'm wearing lined shorts, so I don't need my pair of underwear, but I've got a pair of underwear. And I have a pair of really thin thermal pants. I can wear those if I'm hiking when it's cold, and also to sleep in. I don't like my legs exposed since I sleep with a quilt. I just get the perception that I'm cold, so that helps me with that. So just squish all that stuff in around the sleeping quilt. This is my hiking shirt and my hiking skirt. So for now, those go in here, but when I'm actually hiking, I'll be wearing these, and these town clothes, I guess you could call them, will go in the pack. Don't have to have town clothes, but I've found that it helps when you're part of a trail family. Okay, it's kind of warm outside, so I'm going to go ahead and roll this up and put this in there. This is probably the bulkiest thing in my pack other than my quilt and my tent. But it's my Fayetteville hoodie. It's microgrid fleece, and I absolutely love it. It's slightly warmer and slightly heavier than the Melon, Zoma, I forget, the Melly, anyway, that everybody loves on trail. But I get a little colder than most, so I wanted a little warmer. All right, so I've got all that. Now I can roll up the waterproof bag. And for double protection, I tie it off before I click it. Okay. And then I start adding the other stuff, like my rain jacket. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, but I don't think they want to be back on trail quite yet, so can also be added warmth. I'm a little concerned since I gave up my sleeping pad for weight that I might have an issue being cold against the ground. This is just one more layer of protection. So that can get wet, so it goes outside of the dry bag. And then my tent, which is my Van Dursten X-Mid one person. I love it. And I just squish it in. I've got the stakes in the back pocket. And I don't know if I stuffed pad down quite as far as I could have this time. Seems a little higher on the fill, so I could take all that out, but I'm not, because I'm gonna have to take it out tonight anyway. I'm not hiking yet, so this will be my temporary fix. Yeah, that is not down as far as it can be. Anyway, have to redo. Okay, so I resettled that down in there, and sure enough, now instead of it coming all the way up to here, that pad, it's all the way down to there. So I have much more room for stuffing. So this is really heavy. It's my pack of batteries, but my trail family just ran out of basically all power on the trail. Their Garmin's were dead, their phones were dead, their ability to connect with us or rides to town were lost. So it's a really big deal to keep battery power. So even though that's a lot of weight and it's kind of a burden, I'm taking it, I kind of pack it behind that pad since it's in a Ziploc pouch, and it puts some of that weight against my back. So I just try to center it right there. And then I've got my toiletries. They're not especially light either, but it is what it is. You gotta have contacts and stuff. So that goes there. Then my rain jacket. Then my tent. And you just stuff. And again, the spill changes depending on whether it's chilly and I'm wearing my hoodie or wearing my hiking clothes. Most of it mushes. So you just mush it down as much as you can. And then some people don't even bother to snap these. I do when I can because it helps me get a grip on it easier. Try to mush it to the point where I can snap. And then once that's snapped, I'll just grab it and roll. Grab it and roll. And each pack is a little different. I always have to remember this one doubles back up and clips at the top. And then you take this strap. I've got my Kula cloth. This proceeds for this one went to a rape crisis center, which is an excellent cause. So even though I don't really use a Kula cloth, I do carry it to support that cause. It's a teeny little bit of weight to help take weight, a much heavier weight, off of women that have been abused. So then I have my ground sheet that goes under my tent, and my beloved Fritos, which help with electrolytes. Believe it or not, salt does that. And then I clip it, sometimes more easily than others. Gotta hold your mouth right. Okay. Right now, still carrying a little bit of sunscreen because I'm wearing a skirt. So don't love that weight, but I don't want to burn. And then I'm carrying 2 liters of water with the capacity to carry 6. So I have a 3-liter knock bladder that I can fill up. And then the jury is still out on these. At this point, I'm keeping them, but I've gone back and forth on that, whether I was going to keep my camp shoes. I like them, so at this point I still have them, but they're 8 ounces, so I don't know, we'll see. And they can dangle there, or I can tuck them in. I'll just let them dangle for now. You run the risk of losing them, but I have them carabinered, and hopefully I did that securely. I also have a fanny pack that's got snacks in it, since I no longer have a hip belt and I don't use my ULA. It's got snacks in here, sunglasses, body glide for chafing, lip stuff to keep my lips from burning, things like that. So compass, few necessities are in here, and that is my hiking world. So I don't know if that was followable. I don't know if you could follow that across the room, but that's just a peek. This is so cute. So staying at a Trail Angels tonight, and she turned a shed into this awesome little she shed. Look, it's even got stained glass up there. That's crazy. Very cool. I just can't believe how generous and awesome people are along the trail. Thank you, Laura.
Yes. That's something you see every day. Wow, nicely done.
Thank you.
You've earned your keep tonight.
So let's get you a decent little flame going. And I'll even hold it for you. And what you have to do is just floosh it up in there. Okay, so don't spit. Do it again. Get some more, because it's got to be dry. Okay?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's really.
Oh, that's right. There we go. such that
This is the beauty of the trail angel life. And she's one of the best.
Cheers,
Thank
everyone.
you. Hey, so I am hanging out at a trail angel's house. My trail family is in town in Idlewild, and I just didn't really feel like spending $100 a night to kill more time. But they deserve a break. They were hiking while I was home, healing my blisters. So the plan is to get back on the trail tomorrow, and I'm really, really ready. But I'm really enjoying the company of some fantastic, generous people. Some trail angels in Idlewild, and their home is just filled with nature and love and is lovely. So I feel very lucky and very eager to get back on the trail. I'm a little anxious about what my new lighter pack and living is going to actually end up being like. I might be cold at night. We shall see. But as always, I love not knowing exactly what's ahead and having something to discover. So stay tuned. We love seeing these signs.
My name is Christy, and I am from Sacred Soul Creations. I help support you guys that are on the trail. So anytime you're in Ottawa, please come by and I will gift you a bracelet of some sorts, whatever you're attracted to.
It's beautiful.
And
I chose fire agate.
I'm happy to help you guys out in any way I can.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I live down in Gardner Valley, so if you need a ride from Paradise to Idlewild, just call me and let me know.
We adore you.
Yes,
Trail
thank you.
Angels. I'm super grateful for Laura and Matt. Thanks, you guys.
You're welcome. It's been great having you.
Another pleasure
Yay.
to host a PCT here.
All right, here we go. Back to trail. Packs are loaded. A few fears too. A couple new friends along with Ken and Camille. Well, let's do this thing.
And then I'll text you, and then just at some point, even tonight is fine, just text me back.
Bye, guys. Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Just don't understand the piles of rocks inside the tree. Interesting. I'm back at it. Breathing hard again. So, back to normal life on the trail. Pretty views, pretty trail. I'm pretty tired. Keep going. There's a little bitty sign. Alright, onward. So just an update, we are breaking for lunch and we rest without packs. I just got hiccups just in time to talk. So it's been uphill, like real uphill all day. And I especially am struggling. I mean, to the point of like why am I out here kind of struggling? It's my first day back after my blister break. I've got a couple of hot spots I'm going to try to take care of right now. But yeah, it's it really is a mental game because you have to talk yourself into being out here over and over and over. But it's just another day on the PCT. The current snow situation going up Jacinto, and I owe Ken a snowball. It'll happen if I could just catch him. Well, we found the snow, sort of.
Strawberry Cianaga, or whatever the hell that is. Cianaga is a creek.
We are in the clouds. It's like an ancient city of rocks.
Or do we go on from there?
We go on from there. We're not leaving the trail for water.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I don't know why we'd leave the trail.
Because a lot of it is flat.
Well, and because we're so strong by then. I just want you to see a little bit of the footwork here. It is rock, 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 and more rock. But then you get that. And it's worth it. Hi, Camille.
Hi there.
Hello, Mr. Tree. Poles for scale. Whoa. I mean, it's beautiful.
Oh yeah, look at that. See?
A little nectar. Cool. I wonder what they're called.
This is manzanita.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder what's over this hill and why that rock looks like a chimney. Wouldn't be a bad spot for a house. It's pretty. Hey Candace, look at your trees. Thanks for sharing them with me. Love you, miss you.
Oh my goodness gracious.
So many trees down. And interesting.
Comments down below.
There's a city. I like to think of it as Palm Springs. that wind?
I am Chris. I'm from Sweden originally, but we live in San Diego now since 4 years.
Yeah, I'm Verena and I am from Switzerland. But yeah.
There's a lot of you Swiss folks out here this year.
you
Swiss
think-
and runners do come out of
You
it.
think you're by yourself, but you're really not.
Murphy's Law. Are you taking a outhouse break?
Yeah.
Okay. Look, people, there is an outhouse over here for no apparent reason. Now I see why people say they sleep in the outhouse, because it's cold. That's right, ain't a bear box. And now Ken is going to demonstrate for us PCT and its many faces and pine cones. Kind of desolate, but really cool rocks. I think I hear a spring, or that's the wind. Nope, it's a spring. There's water. Depository. Not to be confused with a pine cone suppository, which I guess is also possible. The trail has been very challenging today. Lots of uphill, obviously, since San Jacinto goes up to a peak. I'm pretty exhausted, but still fascinated by these trees. They're crazy. There's so many. We've had to cross a lot of creeks and climb over downed trees and a lot of uphill. We're still going. 2 miles from camp. Ugh, feels like 10. All right, we are getting ready to go on the infamous Fuller Ridge. Woohoo! tell if it's mist we're seeing or just our own breath from the cold. I think it's a little of both. 30-something degrees tonight. Kind of cool. I hear more water. So I wonder what's around this corner. Ah, snow. I hear it, but I don't see it yet. Oh, look at that cool twisted tree. And this rock community. Whoa. That is crazy. How twisted it is. Here comes the water. Well, I try for most updates to not be grim, but today was a really hard day. Tons of uphill climbing San Jacinto. And unfortunately, I had just decided to cut weight and swap out my pack to my Palante, which wouldn't carry much, so I cut my warm pad and my puffy and my thermal top. And the low is 21 tonight. So bad move. It had been so hot. We weren't even closing the doors of our tents before I came back. I didn't realize it was going to get this cold. So it's going to be a long night. I have a 0-degree sleeping bag and half of an accordion pad, if half, and gloves. And can I go home now?